guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another episode, season 4, episode 2. And boys, we have our champions. We have a Copa America champion. We have a European champion. And on today's video, we're just going to be talking about both the Euros and the Copa America, giving our reacts, thoughts, and everything in between. Oh, and as well, guys, if you guys do want to join, also give your thoughts and join the discussion, feel free. I'm going to be posting a link on X, so feel free to join. But let me choose Alvaro, a co-host which you guys need no introduction.
Yo,
But I think it's the perfect place to start and basically talk about the two finals that just occurred. Alvaro, I want to talk first about the Spain versus England final. And then after we talk about the Copa America final. Now, what did you make of Spain winning the Euros? Or what did you make of that?
nah, it was awesome. I think that
What's up,
man,
Zapata?
once we saw what they did against Germany, we kind of said it's even though it wasn't overtime, we kind of said this is a team to beat. If anybody wants to win it over Spain, they're gonna have to go through Spain.
Okay.
Spain looked in control of the game most of the game until that England goal that you kind of thought, hey, look, this game is a little closer than we think. But Spain just outplayed England all throughout. Yamal shined. What a ball to Nico Williams. Um, Great ball from Cucurella to I can't
Oh
pronounce his
yeah,
name.
no, you said
Oya
right.
Oyasabal.
Yeah,
So I
we
mean, it
saw
was a
it.
great game all around. Great game all around. We saw that even with Dodri going out because of injury. So Mendy, who has been a Barca target for some time now, had a good game in the second half. It was a great game all around. It looked that the score does not show how, I'm not gonna say lopsided, but how much better Spain played than England. So nah, it was a great game all around.
Um, I definitely agree with that first point. I do think that England, the simply wait, hold up. Let me just cut this out. I just had it on replay. There we go. No, just that the better team won on the night. Spain, they were just better than England, and you basically saw that throughout the tournament. You saw the individual quality of Nico and Lamine Yamal shine through. And when you said, for example, when Rodri got injured, who did they bring on? They brought on Zubamendi, a player who had a fantastic season for Real Sociedad, who's being linked with Barcelona. And Danny Olmo also had fantastic performance, and he also had a huge moment towards the end of the game where he has that goal line clearance, and deservedly so. The champions are Spain. Congratulations to them. And Alvaro, just looking at the tournament as a whole, what did you make of the Euros? Did you view the Euros as fun? Did you view as, like, for example, Spain? Maybe they weren't challenged enough. What do you make of it?
No, I mean, I think Spain had a pretty tough road to the Euros. Their group was considered the group of death, even though Croatia really underperformed and
Yeah.
Italy was not strong. They got out of their group. They dominated their group, and then first round they had Georgia. That was an easy game for them. We kind of like when they went down 1-0 at the start, we say, hey, like come on, like get a hold of it. But then they ended up
Yeah.
winning 4-1. They had a tough road. Germany, France, and England. I mean, that side of the table was stacked. They had Portugal, they had everybody. England side, it had Netherlands and England as the two powerhouses. I know they have some other good teams, but Spain had definitely had the toughest path to the final, and they
Mm-hmm.
dominated. And look, going back to the Subamendi topic, it shows you Spain's depth in the middle, even without Gavi, even with Pedri injured towards
Oof.
the end, and Rodri being injured. Hopefully, he's good because that like his that slide that injured him looked pretty ugly on his knee,
No.
but apparently he's good. It shows you Spain's depth in the middle. And for the World Cup, we're gonna see a polished Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal, hopefully as teammates. We're
Yeah.
gonna see Cubarsí playing at the back, maybe Balde on the left. Cucurella, I'm not gonna talk shit about him because he had a really good tournament. I'm not gonna
No, he had an
people
absolute
people like to talk shit because I always forget the
Gary Neville.
no
He's the English
the other
journalist.
Spain the Spain
Oh,
left that got injured the person
Grimaldo.
Grimaldo.
Yeah,
But
Grimaldo.
after he went down, we all kind of got worried because Cucurella is not as good right
No.
now as Grimaldo, but he showed up. I mean, it was a great but on the right back we see the two grandpas of the team Carvajal and Jesus Nava, they locked it down. Carvajal had a great tournament. So nah, it was just a really good team effort all around. Morata, look at him now. Now he earned a contract with Milan.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I mean,
the hero
yeah,
confirmation.
and he had become a meme in the Spanish national team. But look at him now. He had a really good tournament. So
There we
Spain
go.
was the team to beat since we saw how dominant they were against Croatia in that first game. They looked like the team to beat, and they were. So
Okay, okay. Well, it was a pineapple. Lamine and Nico, come on, has to happen. Bro, that duo will absolutely cooked. What's up, NJ? If Madrid end up signing Rodri, good lord, please do
if
not make it
Madrid
happen.
signs Godri, I want a federal investigation under finances because there's no fucking way you can afford Vinny because he's gonna ask for bigger wages. Vinny, Mbappe,
Jude Bellingham,
Jude Bellingham, Godri,
Rodrigo.
Chouamani. I mean, where's the money coming from? So no,
No,
yeah, but
definitely. Madrid already have too many, and Rodri is from Atletico Academy. I don't think he's gonna snake them. Hopefully, it doesn't happen. Hopefully, it doesn't happen. But looking at overall at the tournament, Avado, just looking at overall the tournament, did you enjoy the Euros? Because I personally found the Euros as other than like from a couple teams, very boring. I thought the quality was at its lowest. I think the bad teams they underperformed. I mean the big teams underperformed, and for example, some of the smaller nations they did do their best to advance into the tournament. Well, what do you make of the tournament?
teams like we expected more of teams like Portugal. We expected more of teams like I mean Germany ran to Spain, so we can't really say anything. But
No.
we expected more. England hobbled their way to the final. There were a lot of underdogs. Let's say that
Hmm.
it should have been more exciting, but I liked it overall. I mean, we saw teams that we didn't think were gonna do much. Like I don't know why I'm brain farting right now. I
Italy,
know that they
Croatia.
know that they made history in like by
Oh,
advancing.
well,
Was it
Romania.
Georgia? Or
No, no,
Romania.
Romania.
Yeah, like teams like that that had no history, they made it past. So I mean, it was nice for the smaller teams. For the big
Okay.
teams, kind of disappointing. Again, Portugal ran to
Okay.
France. Germany. It would have been fun if we had seen Portugal and Germany maybe on the other side of the table. But it was. I would say that maybe Copa America was a little more eventful, but the Euros were fun. So I mean, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And who do you think was the biggest underperformer, for example? Because when I look at the tournament, when I think underperformer, I'm thinking of Croatia actually, because
I would
looking at
say
them, like they only got 2 points, and it's
I'm not.
Croatia,
I'm not.
the two past semifinalists of the World Cup.
I'm gonna say three teams:
Three teams.
Croatia,
Okay.
Croatia, the number three rated team in the world, Belgium. Yeah,
Belgium.
I don't know how
Oh
the hell
my
you're number three
God.
rated and you do that shit, Belgium. And then I'm gonna say this: I'm gonna say France, because they score how many live goals? One live goal the entire tournament.
Yeah, yeah, well, one open play. No, no, but the thing is, like France, like even though they played poorly, they did reach the semifinal of the
But
Euros.
that's the thing.
So
A team like that, that's number two rated, they should have done way more. That game against Spain, it was close. It was a good game, but I honestly saw France playing better than Germany. I would have predicted France making it harder for Spain than Germany did.
okay.
So if I want to talk about the biggest underperformer within the round of 16 and on, I would
No,
say
I mean, you could talk about the entire tournament for
no,
example.
no. But I'll say Croatia and Belgium because Belgium being number three rated. I know those ratings are ass because they're not accurate
Yeah,
whatsoever. But
no,
Belgium being number three rated and doing what they did, that's embarrassing. So
no,
much for
no.
the golden generation. So
Yeah, I mean, when you say that Belgium are rated number three, wait, are they actually rated like number
yeah,
three? Because I,
I'm pretty sure Argentina, France, Belgium. I think.
oh my gosh, bro,
Check, confirm.
How are France so? I mean, but how are Belgium so high up? They
I'm pretty sure.
finished second in the group with Romania, Slovakia, and Ukraine, bro. And honestly, like Ukraine, you'd feel hard done by it because usually with 4 points you advance into the knockout, and they got knocked out because every single one of those teams in Group E they had 4 points, and that's a little bit disappointing from the Ukrainians. And then when you look at that team, for example, you look at, for example, Dovbik, you look at the players from Girona who had a fantastic season. You're thinking, hey, maybe they could have done something in the tournament, but unfortunately, they just weren't able to get the job done.
Another two teams I like, Turkey and Austria. They had a pretty solid tournament. So I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, Turkey. Unfortunately, they got knocked out by the Netherlands, but they
but
had a
yeah.
good run. They had a good run. The problem with Belgium is that they had a golden generation, but went to waste.
It's
Went to
it's
waste.
it's never golden if it didn't do anything, bro.
Okay,
Yeah,
and who do you think overperformed, or like the surprise of the tournament, for example?
Danny Olmo, bro.
Danny
Um,
Olmo.
Well, what else can you say? I mean, he was being linked to Barca, and every
Yeah.
Barca fan, their mother was saying, "Please no." I'm still in favor of Nico Williams or Dani Olmo, but bro, wasn't he? He was tied for the leading goals in the tournament, right? Or he was
I don't know who got the award for the.
whatever the case is. He had what were his goals and assists? 7, 8,
No, his goals were three. Danny Olmo scored three
and then
goals.
how many assists? 3, 4.
Two
Okay,
assists.
I was way over. My bad.
Yeah, no, no, no,
No,
no,
still.
no. But Lamine Yamal had four assists. He got the most assists
Okay,
in
there
the
you go.
entire
There
tournament.
you go. My bad. I was way over. But no, look, he had a. I think that was my surprise player. I mean, without him, Spain wouldn't have won. Especially that goal line clearance that he did yesterday, playing second
Yeah,
goalie.
yeah, it
So
was
I mean,
absolutely sick.
yeah, and not being biased, I think he was the most overperforming player in the tournament.
Okay,
Who you got?
okay. I was actually thinking, for example, like I was first thinking like which team overperformed in the tournament before then I talked about player. Um, and then when I looked at it, when I'm thinking of all the teams, um, for example, it's just like nothing realistically comes to mind. Just like overperform, because all the expected teams advanced. You know, maybe you could say Switzerland, but they've been in quarterfinals before. Netherlands, England, historic teams, and after that, it's just maybe you could say England. England overperformed because they usually, um, for example, playing the way that they did play, maybe they don't reach that far. Turkey, they had a great tournament. Yildiz, Guler, and that left back they have. I mean, Turkey's also a good shout. Turkey as a overperforming nation.
I would like to see him way more off Bellingham. I know that first game he scored a goal and whatever, nice goal, but he didn't really do anything the rest of the way. I would have liked to see.
Well, I mean, I will save that because like towards the end of the video, I want to have like a Ballon d'Or discussion. Just
Oh,
briefly talk about like
yeah, I saw the percentages, and the me rating is crazy, but whatever. We'll get to that later.
Netherlands, they were the disappointment when they lost like the composure.
Composure,
Yeah,
composure.
the composure after the
Nah, bro,
Portugal
but
game.
look, England. Okay, but England, like, if there was one team that could beat Netherlands, it was England. I know, England
No.
didn't look that. I know it didn't look great all tournament, but if there was one team that could beat Netherlands, was England and Spain. So, and maybe even France. So, I mean,
Okay.
they were a good team, but
Okay.
yeah.
And now switching off and talking about now the Copa America, Argentina, champions of the Americas, and I'm so happy because guys, if you guys don't know, I'm an Argentine fan. Argentina win it,
Really?
and that's back to back to back. Argentina are Copa America champions 2021, World Cup champions, and now Copa America champions once again. And in between that, you had a Finalissima. So four international trophies in a couple of years, and now the conversation is going to be had: Is Argentina up there with the greatest national teams of all time? And I think so. I think so.
And why? Well, go finish. I'll
No,
go
no,
after you.
I was gonna say, could they potentially have an argument to be the greatest national team of all time? But you obviously, you are going to be competing against Spain.
And you know what? I'll say this: when Messi went out with an injury in what, the 60th minute? No,
Yeah,
yeah,
around there.
around there. That team, I mean, I know that Messi is funny to watch Argentina play because Messi just walking around like I guess to a point that it's like 10v11 because of,
Yeah,
of how
totally,
little
totally.
involved. But whatever. But Argentina's character is Messi. So when he went down with an injury, and this adds to the idea that Argentina could be one of the greatest international teams of all time because he went down with an injury, and Nico Gonzalez, I think, he had the most opportunities on goal the rest of the way. Like,
Yeah.
that team outplayed the fuck out of Colombia the rest of the way. I know they had to go into overtime to beat them, but they look great the rest of the way without Messi. So it shows you that that team is not Messi. Messi is not the team. That team is great all around. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was, and that was nice to see. I would have thought to have seen Messi finish the game and raise the trophy with them and whatever. But it shows you that Argentina is not just Messi.
Yeah.
So
And from here on out, they're going to be building,
yeah,
up to that 2026 World Cup. We don't know if Messi's going to be playing, and I don't even
well,
know if Messi would want to play that
well,
that, that
I
tournament.
would love for him to play just one last time, especially here in Miami. He's gonna be playing for Inter Miami, hopefully by that time. So
Yeah.
yo, and by the way, before you get going, I don't know what they're gonna do with the fans, but that stadium yesterday,
Oh,
I don't know if you were keeping up. The game was an hour
yeah,
and a half late.
yeah.
The escalators were destroyed. People were sneaking in, and they got to host a World Cup in 2 years. So I don't know how
The,
much more they're gonna have to do to that stadium and to all the stadiums in general. But that was
yeah.
embarrassing, bro. In
No,
the
and
U.S. of all places.
exactly, and the thing is that there were some fans outside the stadium who paid tons of
Yes.
money, and they couldn't
No.
even get into the
Some
stadium.
some girl on TikTok, she was like she was really filming herself going around asking fans, and she
Yeah.
ended up she added up like 70 grand by asking like less than 20 people. People spend over 10 grand those tickets, and I'm hoping that they somehow get it back with the bank or something. But that was insane, bro.
No, no, I mean, you'd what? Maybe have to contact like the app on where you purchase the
I
tickets,
don't
maybe,
know.
maybe like
I
a
don't know, but
Ticketmaster or
yo,
anything like that.
if I drop 10 bands, 10 grand on going to a game and I lose it all, I'm killing myself.
I'm curious, bro. I bet you would be sat like right in front of the players for
Yo,
10 grand.
I know it was like 3 tickets, but still paying a grand for a ticket on nosebleeds. I'm not doing that shit. That's insane.
That's crazy. I mean, South Americans are crazy. They are. They are. I mean, they absolutely love football and
No,
everything.
I mean, yeah, they put a meme on TikTok showing like how they like playing Euro in the Euros and like, oh, a player gets crossed. Oh, good play, man. But in the Copa America, you get crossed and you're going like studs up.
Yeah,
Like man,
studs up
the
like for
intensity of play is drastic between the Copa
yeah.
America and the Euros.
And that's something that I actually enjoyed in the Copa America.
Yeah,
When you saw the teams, you saw some of that grit. You saw like for example, it's not just like people just passing the ball around. It's just boring. Just passing the fullback to center back to fullback to center back to midfielder to center back down to fullback. You know, you had some more interesting, up and down football, some open end games. And I really like that. I really like that. And obviously, I'm happy with the outcome,
That's
Argentina.
that's why I liked Scaloni's idea that
Yeah,
at least one team from each confederation should play in their other competition. So
that would
just
actually
think
be a
if
good idea.
Argentina plays in next Euro and Spain plays in next Copa America, do you think they win the
Oh,
competition? It would be
oof.
so interesting.
It
uh,
would. It would be.
honestly, if you told me that the 2022 World Cup Spain, if they went to the Copa America, they would get killed. But this Spanish team, I could see them going to Copa
Yeah.
America and win.
I see, but then, like, for example, like, people can say, it's, you have the World Cup, but the thing
Also
is, like,
Yeah,
many things depends on the draw and the route to the final and all those
yeah,
things.
exactly. Who knows if England makes it to the final if they don't get that side of the table?
Yeah,
So
if England gets in the hard group in the World Cup, they might go out of the group.
yeah, who knows? But
okay, okay. The real question is how Argentina will compete with Spain, especially with that modified tiki taka. Well, I mean, it's all depending on which players are available,
yo,
because if Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal are not available for Spain, I think most of the threat that Spain have is just completely gone.
yo,
You
talking
know,
about talking about the ball control. Please fact check me. When the fuck did Morata develop the ball skills of a Brazilian? Because yo, the entire tournament, that first touch control was beautiful for Morata.
well, no, 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 but that's like every single, like, for example, like we don't notice it, but these pros, like, if you
No, no,
see
no,
them
no,
out on like
no,
a
no,
pitch, you
yo.
think that they're Messi, like
But
literally.
no, no, no. But Morata of all people,
No,
who's
no, no.
won,
But I would.
no,
Did you see Morata training? Like doing 1v1s against Lamine
yeah,
Yamal?
yeah, yeah. No,
Bro,
but
he's
that's
doing
what I'm saying.
fucking like
That's
Trevellas. He's
that's
doing
what I'm saying. Like,
elasticals.
like Spain's play was, I mean, it was gorgeous. Not only tiki taka, like they're saying, it's a modification because it's not that slow paced. It's way quicker than we think, and it was
No.
beautiful to see.
Guys, do you think any player come to your mind? Spanish player with a bad touch.
Spanish player with a bad touch.
or
Um,
less
Cu-
ball control and all these
Cucurella,
things.
Who?
Cucurella maybe.
But
Is he
again,
on?
he
No.
was left back of the tournament again.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I think that's just Spain. I think their technical quality
Yeah.
is so good.
No, De La Fuente did a great job, bro.
No, and I've criticized De La Fuente, and I will still criticize him for his management of Gavi. Just why are you playing him in a meaningless friendly, knowing the amount of football that he's played? I will
Yeah,
still
But
criticize him for
he,
that
yeah,
for that
he was
decision.
yeah.
he was also learning. It was
Yeah.
also his starting matches and all.
Uh-huh. No. But his management throughout the journey has been absolutely superb. He's been doing well. Um, even basketball, I little technical with it too. That's true. That's true. Um,
After that Gavi injury, he took care of Lamine Yamal very well in this
yeah,
tournament.
yeah. I
He learned,
mean,
so he learned
No,
in a
but
way.
I'm pretty sure the reason why he would take him up early. I learned about this because in Germany there's like child labor laws that someone that
oh
young
yeah.
can be, yeah, something like that, that you can be playing, you can be working, which that's his job. You can be working past 9 p.m. Something like there's like obviously exceptions for the final and stuff, and like probably the semifinals, but there Jamal wouldn't play past like the 60 something minute because of that. So I mean.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense. But now, boys, looking at the end of the tournament and at the end of both tournaments, the Ballon d'Or discussion is something that's going to be going to happen. And honestly, I just say cancel the Ballon d'Or ceremony because I don't think a single player has been exceptionally above the other. I think everyone has merit. I think everyone is basically at even playing fields, and I don't know if you guys feel that way too. I think obviously the favorites are Vinny and Jude Bellingham, but even then, like they have weak points in their Ballon d'Or cases. Spain and Italy are the only non-European top five leagues that aren't robotic no more. Spain and Italy. Okay. Um, Avdo, what do you make of the Ballon d'Or race?
I'm gonna pull it up right now just to follow it up as I go.
Okay.
But I know that Vinny he's at a
Yo,
44.
Sampada.
He was at a
Thank you,
44
brother.
percent. Look, yeah, look, right now.
Sampada,
Messi,
if you ever feel free like joining the stream, always feel welcome. Avdo,
yeah,
what's up?
bro. Appreciate you, bro. Messi at 5%, Jamal 7, Carvajal 11.
Cabra.
That's insane.
Well, I mean, Carvajal, he does have some merit because,
Yeah,
well,
but that's the fun. It's very funny to see. But Bellingham 17, Dodri 31, and Vinny 44.
Vinny 44.
Let me see.
I think out of all of them, Lautaro deserves more.
Lautaro. I
If
think
you think, if
Lautaro
you
is.
think
Yeah,
about it,
probably over Carvajal. Probably not gonna lie,
No,
but
and
I think Lautaro
even
with this
our
season
Jude
that he had.
Bellingham and Vinny Jr. Vinny didn't do anything in Copa America,
yeah,
and
Yeah.
I was gonna.
he gave the moments that too, but in group stages, you know.
I was
But
gonna say that right now.
you
No,
should rate the players according to their performances.
Yeah.
So Lautaro is a 9, and he's scorer in both the tournaments that he played.
yeah, no, and honestly, I was gonna say that right now. I wasn't keeping up with Vinny that much, but I don't think he did much in the Copa America. And we talked about this when we were giving our predictions for each group and stuff. It's gonna be very important how Bellingham, Mbappe, and Vinny did in these
Yeah.
tournaments. They were all ass.
Yeah.
The best, the best, the best one was Mbappe, right? I think he had 2, 3 goals. No, two.
No.
Two.
He had only had one goal, and that was the goal from a penalty
That was
No,
at the
spot.
okay,
penalty.
against Poland. So I mean, they were ass. So I mean, if Vinny wins this, I'm not gonna say anything about it because no
No.
one. I don't know. I will say I think Lodi should be higher than 31.
Okay.
But if Vinny wins it, bias aside, I can't. I'm not really gonna say anything.
No, it's looking at Vinny's case, for example, Saka brings up a great point. Vinny Jr. He had a great campaign, throughout the season, very very good. But the thing is, it's also an international year, and you weren't the best player. You were an absolute. This was a fraudulent tournament from you. You didn't do nothing for Brazil, and Brazil didn't even manage to advance deep into the tournament. They They're knocked out in the quarterfinals. And if you're supposedly the best player in the world, how are you not making an impact in what is an international tournament? And how can you not have the best player there? And in regards to Jude Bellingham, how are you supposedly going to become the best player in the world when you're not even the best midfielder in the world? That's the thing. Rodri is the best midfielder, and he was voted as the best player of the tournament. And when you look at Rodri's case, Rodri, he had a good season for Man City. Unfortunately, he didn't win, particularly anything great. Yeah, I know he won the Premier League, but the thing is that the Champions League, it does matter. He was
Yeah,
unfortunately knocked out by Real Madrid.
if he had won the Champions League, or even got into the Champions League final over
Uh-huh.
Madrid, he would probably be no, he would definitely be, because if he had won over Madrid, Vinny will not be
No.
in a conversation right now.
Uh-huh. And even then, like for example, it's a shame. Rodri over Vinny, but sadly Rodri ain't an attacker. He gets
Sampana, I'm gonna tell you right now. Compare the offensive, not tactical impact, but the offensive impact that a winger has versus a pivot. You tell me who's supposed to have more goals and assists. Obviously, the winger. And for it to be 33 to 23, for it to be by a difference of 10,
okay.
that's really not that drastic. So if you're telling me, if I had to vote, I will say Rodri. Not even biased. I'm just saying, like, the impact that Rodri had on that Spanish team, and the
Oh,
impact that he has,
huge.
and the impact that he has on Man City. I mean, Spain hadn't lost a beat. They play what, one tournament without Busquets, and now
Yeah.
they have Rodri. So I mean,
Yeah.
you go from the best pivot of all time to the best
To
pivot in the world.
Yeah, the best. It's crazy. It's
So
crazy.
that's insane. Spain
Look,
just does it.
yo,
And
guys, and
Suarez is your
just
backup. So
yeah, that's crazy.
that's
So
goals.
many say your actual backup. And just to throw something out there, Lamine Yamal Ballon d'Or case? No question mark?
I
Question
would
mark?
love him. He's not, because again, he didn't, like, Barca didn't accomplish anything, and
Yeah.
he didn't do that crazy. I would love for him to get some votes, but if I
He
had to
will be in
vote,
the top 10 though. I think he will be in the top 10
I think he's gonna win that. I think it's the
because
the Golden Boy
last
Award or whatever.
season with Borussia Dortmund, Jude
Yeah.
Bellingham won nothing. He was
And
only young
why?
player of the tournament or something. Still, he got into top 10 of the Ballon d'Or. I know
Yeah.
how. I don't know
Exactly.
how.
Exactly. Why? Like Alejandro Balde was much better than Jude Bellingham in that
yeah,
season. Like Alejandro
So
Balde.
that's why I think they will give it to him only Ballon d'Or this time also.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what we think.
And Lamine Yamal, I would say, fantastic Euro campaign. I think tied the most all-time assist record. Just having a phenomenal European campaign, and for Barcelona, arguably Barcelona's best player, and he also keeping in mind his age, 16, and now turned 17. I think that's something that you do have to mention. And, Lautaro Martinez, top goal scorer, I believe, of Serie A, won the Copa America and had a good season for Inter. Unfortunately, that penalty miss and him not doing well in the Champions League, I
Guys,
think that is going to hurt a little
guys,
bit more.
would you guys be open to sign Haaland in the 2025 after we sign Nico this year? Then next year Haaland.
I don't know how the fuck we're gonna afford that, but if we
After
can,
opening the stadium, the revenue will increase and all that.
I mean,
He will,
bro, if there's an exciting young talent that wouldn't cost that much, I will go for him, because Barca's building a whole new project. Who knows? Maybe Hansi Flick does give the green light. I don't care. I wouldn't be opposed to it. If it doesn't handicap the team financially, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
But would you even want Holland?
You know what? Depending on how he does this year.
Depending on how he does this year.
again,
Okay,
guys,
okay.
that's was the discussion all along.
Oh,
With
hold up.
Spain, that they don't have a striker, they don't have a striker. They have a great threat on both wings. So we have that both winger in Barcelona. We put in a clinical striker like Haaland.
Hmm. Okay, okay, yeah, it makes sense, the need for a clinical striker. Um, but for example, who do you guys want, Haaland or Alvarez? Because when I'm looking at it, like I want Alvarez rather than Haaland, even though I think Haaland
But
would be a phenomenal signing.
do you do you
Bro,
don't you think that
if you
Victor Roque? Roque's profile is same as Alvarez. He runs a lot
I
also.
I 100% agree, and this is why this season's so important. I want to see more of Vitor Roque because he could be, our future striker. We don't need to be looking for a striker if we already have Roque. That's the thing.
But
If
he is
you
not a box threat. Heading ability and all that. He has not got that physical, presence also.
Okay.
That's why I said Haaland.
if
Hmm.
you let me if you have me choose between Julian Alvarez and Haaland, I would say Julian Alvarez. But I don't know who Man City is more willing to let go. So
No, I don't think so. But all right, boys, just to close off the Ballon d'Or discussion and wrap up the episode, because we are gonna have a more detailed Ballon d'Or discussion with more players and everything like that. But like just right now, based on right now, who is winning it? Alvaro.
I think it's gonna be Vinny. If
Okay.
if if I had if I could pick, and if I don't know, I would say Dodri. I think Dodri should be the Ballon d'Or winner. But again, Vinny did have a bad year. Like I'm the way I'm speaking, it makes it sound like Vinny was horrible. Vinny had a good season. He just ghosted the fuck out of the Copa America. But if I had to pick, I would say Dodri. But Vinny's probably gonna win it. So
Okay. Okay. Saket, who's winning it?
To be honest, if I were to give the award, I will give it to Lautaro. But
Lautaro.
I know
Solid.
he will not win. So, you know, I think Vinny is pending a Ballon d'Or. I think from 2 to 3 years his performance was good, same as Rodri. He won treble last year. Again this year
Yeah.
he performed well. So I will be happy if either Vinny or Rodri gets it.
Yeah. Just looking at the performances, Lautaro, champion of the Copa America, champion of the Serie A, champion of the Supercoppa d'Italia, the top goal scorer of the Copa America, the top goal scorer of the Serie A, and MVP of the Serie A, and then on top of that, scoring
Again
a
also
winner in the Copa America.
Copa America he wasn't even starting. He came off the bench and he
Yeah,
made the impact. In every
yeah,
match.
yeah. And so, for example, like looking at like everything, I think Lautaro has a good case to be in that podium. But I just know that the Madrid PR, they're going to put Jude Bellingham. They're going to put Vinicius.
yeah,
Even though they had atrocious international tournaments.
yeah.
It's going to be like that. Lamine, oof. Lamine is also a shout. Also a shout.
I will be surprised if Lamin comes into top 5 instead of top 10.
No, I don't think he's going to be top five.
Yeah, I would love for
I
him
think
to,
they're going to give
but
him like the Golden Boy Award or something like that.
no,
So,
if he doesn't win the Golden Boy, something's wrong because
yeah.
no one comes close.
Yeah, no,
But
no, no.
I
yeah,
think fifth place will be Mbappe, so he will take the place of Lamin if he doesn't come top 5. I think.
You're right. You're right. If Mbappe underperforms the first three games, he could. See, but then like as soon as Mbappe starts winning or scoring goals, he's gonna forget about that. It's that simple.
Guys, I am telling you, just look at the show at the Madrid next season. It's going to be crazy.
No,
Mbappe is going to destroy that dressing room. I think so.
I hope that happens. Like I hope the Mbappe going there is just gonna be implode that team. Hopefully
Because
that's the case.
after watching Bellingham in this tournament, he also got ego.
Yeah.
Mbappe also has ego.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yep.
mainly I think Vinny and Mbappe could clash a little bit, but
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
they
maybe,
do.
maybe not.
Okay. But guys, that was it for the video. Euro roundup, Copa America roundup, and then to end off the video, a Ballon d'Or discussion. What do you guys make of everything that we have discussed on today's video? And obviously, we will be posting it on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. And boys, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys all in the next video.
Take it easy, guys.